Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching to Lviv and Let Die. We're sitting here in a pretty normal position for us. We are top of the table. We are about to go into the new year's fixtures against European clubs. We're going to do a double header today, and by a double header I mean just this one single game. Because I've just seen the dates have changed slightly so when I was arranging these friendlies, these two ties were both before the Dinamo game, so I don't know what's happened there. So yeah, we'll just play Dortmund today. Let's just quickly look at our we're on our fixtures. So yeah, league wise everything's been pretty perfect except for a 0-0 at home to Shakhtar, which means that we yet again will not get 100% points this year, but it's been mostly plain sailing. A couple of games to highlight. The Olympic Donetsk game, 4-2. We went 1-0 up, 2-1 down, and then 4-2 in the last 3 minutes. So that was a fun game. We also lost 3-2 away to Nancy Lorraine in the Champions League in our first game, which I was slightly concerned about, but then it turns out we were okay because we bounced back and beat Tottenham, Vaslui twice in fact. We then beat Lorraine again when they came back to our place, and then we had a draw at the Spurs Stadium, which is that's its actual name, the Tottenham Stadium, to put us through top of our group again. So we play Borussia Dortmund. I don't think we've played them yet so far. They last year were the German champions. This year they're third behind Freiburg and FC Bayern. So potentially a good thing. Now, in terms of players, we've actually made one big signing and a couple of other little sales. We sold... where would we have seen it last? Who knows? Anyway, we sold... so you saw these guys leave. These guys all went to Kimki. We then sold David Hayek to Western-Supermare. He's not good, but has played not well for them in the Premier League. They are actually second bottom in the Premier League, which is a shame. Then there was Peterson, who left to Beira Mar for a profit, which is nice. Not doing very well in Israel, but he looks like he'll probably have a decent career. We then sold, not too long ago, Roberto Gonzalez. His defending is not the greatest, and so we made a big old profit on him. Sent him off to Banfield, back to I think they are the Argentine Premier League. Yes, so well done to all those players. And we also got £22,000 for Stetsikiv, who went to some Crimean club whose name I can't properly say, which is a shame because it looks like they're getting promoted next year. In terms of players brought in, we brought in... So he's the main one, Ivica Komljenovic. He's a very, very good defensive midfielder. He's as good as Yaman Lashagogwa, who is now 29. So I'm thinking at the end of the season, we'll sell Gogwa, and Ivica will be the man to take his place. We also brought in 3 younger players, who I won't bother showing you, but they are nevertheless here. How is Wolfgang Klein getting on, by the way, in Russia? I'm just interested. 11 goals in 19 games. That's not bad. Okay, so here we are. We're moving on. Not much else to report. We're also through in the Cup because the Cup competition is pretty easy in the first couple of rounds. I suspect as soon as we find someone slightly challenging to play, we will maybe struggle a little bit more because of the fact that we just don't have any Ukrainian players. But you never know. It might not happen. So, we've got this team playing. Big Mick and Bayramovic will be on the bench for this one. Possibly also Alexeyev. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And Marino and Rosic. I'm actually not going to start Rosic. Oh, am I though? He's the worst of the players we've got in terms of... but he is then the best as well. All right. Let's do it like this. Gogwa, in you come. Ivica hasn't actually played a competitive game for us yet, so it might be a bit wrong of us to start him. And we'll have Determined Henry, and I want Reza Ramon on the bench. What do I do? Do we need Alexeyev? We don't need Bayramovic. That's the answer. Okay, yeah, we'll need to give a number to Komljenovic, so he can have number 3. Just to be a bit of fun. And let's crack on then. They're playing a 4-4-2. I'm not even going to bother looking at their squad because it will probably be better than us in every way. We just need to recreate the sort of, what was it, like the momentum that took us to the Champions League final last time. We need to recreate that because this time, and in the last couple of years, we've fallen at the first hurdle or had barnstorming two-legged affairs, which have actually not gone our way in the end, but which are fun to watch. Now I'd rather let's not be fun to watch, let's just win. So we'll see. That's what we were the first time round. As Sam pointed out, the final was dreadful. There we go. Topalovic gets it clear. Good. I think I hear Masha coming. No. Merino running clear. Gajdek, he goes past him. Merino, oh, he hits the ball way over the bar. What are you doing, my friend? Bayern are playing Valencia today, so it's all 2 games going on in Germany. Uriarte, he looks a little bit like Urinate, which I would be incredibly tempted to rename him if he was on my side. They actually should have one of our old players. Where is he? Rogers, there he is. Jimmy Rogers is playing for them. Oh, what a finish from Kabore. And actually that reminds me then that we have played Borussia before because I remember playing against Jimmy Rogers. But yeah, Jimmy Rogers is playing for them still. Good to see an old boy. And what a finish that was, by the way, from Kabore, who I think may have previously played for Krivbas, but I'm not sure. Villamayor. Here we go then. Marino gives it to Biton, who is a wonder kid, by the way. Kabore, no. Let's maybe just not with all this stuff. Wilderson. Oh, there's Masha. Hello.
Hello.
Say hello to the guys.
Hello, guys.
Thank you. And did we just get someone injured then? Masha comes in and injures one of our players. Typical Masha. Okay. Uriarte. Oh no, for goodness sake. But yeah, I don't know quite what's happening. In recent sort of years, we've quite often topped our group in a comfortable fashion, and then I guess it's coming back off of the winter break straight into like the most competitive game of the year. I think that probably has something to do with it because by the time we get to the later rounds, if we do, we've then managed to you then have the momentum of league football to go along with it, whereas going straight from playing friendlies where you win 8-0 against teams, even if they're teams in your league and whatever, it's just not quite the same. Gogua to Biton. Biton puts the ball in, but Gajdek clears. Topalovic gives it to... Okay, good. We're building it nicely. We're keeping hold of the ball. We're just maybe not as rapid fire. Although Pleninsek, Longcar makes an absolutely stunning save. And we force a corner. Gogua's ball comes in. Musa Kurt, but clears, unfortunately. Kabore goes to clear it as well. And then a wasted ball up to Jimmy Rogers. Ashkenazi now with the ball. No. Joel Robles. Did he play for Everton? I feel like he did. Tomasic. I really can't see anything other than urinate when that guy's name appears. Tinguinia, they're playing quite well, and it's frustrating. Maya makes a very good save there to deny them a second goal. What is so far positive is that we haven't conceded 4 like we did in the last year's first leg. Copenhagen actually got knocked out at the group stage round this time round. They were very nearly the team that got drawn. I think they were in the same group as Dortmund, although that might not be true. So we very nearly got drawn against them again. I was slightly concerned about that if it did happen, but it didn't, so that's good. Because we would have had no chance, we just know that. We could have just taken the... Villamayor. No booking, good. 47 minutes gone. This is going to be a record short video. Uriarte. Ooh. I inhaled and made myself cough. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, our unbeaten run is now in the league something like 105 games long or 103. No, good stop the crossbar. And then Maya manages to pick the ball up from Roger's cross. Robles, nice tackle from... Yeah, go on, keep going, Junior. Oh, Uriarte has fouled Junior. Imanol Uriarte. Good name. I like that name. Okay, here we go. Here comes the ball up to Naktala. Dropped it to Merino. Oh, his shot is cleared, deflected wide, sorry, by Gajdek. But the corner is now pumped in the middle. Cleared quite comfortably by the centre back. Now we move on to the next. Oh, go on. Merino's just running onto it. He's taken out by Gajdek again. You got to wonder if he's going to get a very big booking. Probably not. No, exactly. And what are we actually going to... Okay, Gogwa's free kick. Okay, so he didn't shoot. Usually he shoots pointlessly wide. Actually went for a fairly sensible attempt, but it was badly executed. Junior with the ball now. Junior... Oh, you're rubbish. You absolute rubbish fool. What have we got then? Gogwa's looking a bit tired, but okay, tell you what. Bring on Determined H. Old Determined H. Oh no, what am I doing that for? Bring on Kramlenovic, or whatever his name is. And then we'll bring on Razor Ramon for Nurbiton. And Topalovic is not doing well, so maybe let's go. Oh, Marino's not playing well either. No. It's going to be Big Mick. He turns things round. If he gets a corner, he'll head it in. And Marino's fouled someone. He's going to end up with like a 4 rating. What's the lowest rating you've ever seen a player get? I've never... Because you never look at the ratings of the other team. At least on this one, it doesn't show them to you. I could go find them, but I feel like there must be... Because I don't think I've ever seen someone play lower than a 5.1. Ashkenazi to Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon with the ball. Great ball up to Planinsek. Suslik, he tried to but didn't. And then, yes, Planinsek scores. That's an away goal, and that's exactly what we need. 1-1 with Dortmund, and we've got an away goal. That is music to my ears. Bayern smashing Valencia in the first leg. Planinsek scores at the Signal Iduna Park. Come on. Come on. Musa Kurt's injuring people now, which is a positive in my book. Everyone's getting booked as well. Speaking of book. Oh, go on, Junior. Ramon to Merino. Go on, you've had a terrible game. Set someone up for a goal. Nak Taylor. Villamayor gives it to Cromley. He needs a nickname ASAP. Junior to Merino. Oh, it's a great save. And unfortunately, Merino was offside. But are we going to escape from this with a positive result? I mean, even if we were to concede a late winner, which we did, but it was offside. Derisivic. The Lviv fans clapped derisively at him. Derisivic is his name. He's absolutely miles offside as well. We'll take that, yeah, absolutely. 1-1. An away goal for us. Unlucky boys. I mean, that was the wrong thing to say. I was impressed. We won a game 5-0, and at the end of it, I don't usually say like individual team talks at the end, but I said, well done, and well done to the defenders and the strikers, and I said, I'm disappointed at you to the midfield who scored like 4 of our 5 goals, and they were really positive about it, weirdly. Anyway, we did really, really well. We got ourselves the away goal that we were desperate to get, and now we're actually in a quite positive position to go back to Lviv Stadium and take on Dortmund again. I'll play Dynamo, and then we'll come back and record Shakhtar and Dortmund. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.